everybody. So today I am going to show you how to make this beautiful and easy taco dip. This is just going to be such a success for you at any of your parties, either it's a holiday party, Super Bowl's coming up pretty soon. I mean, any party that you have, this makes such an amazing appearance. Actually, it is so pretty that people are afraid to dig into it and start eating it. So this is really simple and easy with just a couple of ingredients. So let's get started. So here's all you're going to need for this beautiful and easy taco dip. First of all, you need a trifle bowl, and you need for it to be clear so that you can see the layers of the taco dip through it. Now you can buy one of these for less than like 20 bucks pretty much anywhere, Amazon, whatnot. What we're going to also need is some refried beans. Now I think I'm only going to need one can, but I have another one standing by. It doesn't matter what brand. I like Old El Paso, so we're going to have that. You also need one package of taco seasoning. We're going to need some guacamole. Now look, I am getting store guacamole. I like Sabra guacamole. Sabra also makes like amazing hummus and whatnot, but you can absolutely make your own guacamole if you want. Maybe someday I'll do a video and show you that. That's really easy. But for this, because there's gonna be so many other flavors in it, I'm just gonna use store-bought. The other thing you're gonna need is a jar or two of salsa. It doesn't matter, again, I like Tostitos. These are my favorite brands, but you can use whatever you like. You're going to need some sour cream, and you're going to need some shredded Mexican cheese. And then for the top of this is a combination of a half of a red pepper, one half of a yellow pepper, one half of an orange pepper, black olives, chopped up grape tomatoes, frozen corn, and parsley. Now, you can use cilantro. Me and my household, we don't like cilantro, so I use parsley, but it is a Mexican dip, so you can feel free to use cilantro if you and your family like it. So let's get started. So the easiest way to do this is I put everything in the middle of the bowl so that I can spread it out. Now remember, you're making layers, so you don't want to have like a lot of mess on the side of the bowl. So I'm going to put it in the middle, and I'm just going to start spreading it out with a spoon. So the refried beans are going to be the base of the taco dip. Now I will tell you, as I said before, this taco dip is so beautiful. When people come for parties and whatnot, they're almost intimidated to start eating it. And I have to kind of say to them, yeah, break into it. It's really good, but they think it's so beautiful. And so it's gonna be such a nice combination for whatever else you're serving at your party. But it's gonna be really, really beautiful. So you see, I'm trying to keep it pretty even and just smushing it all around. And I think I want a little more, because see, it's not really that wide of a strip yet. So I'm gonna put another little heaping in the middle of the bowl, and I'm just gonna work it around so that I have a thicker row. Okay. All right, now we're gonna sprinkle half of the taco seasoning on top. The reason I only use half is because I think there's a lot of salt in this, and I think it's overwhelming. So I'm just gonna sprinkle half of this container on top of the refried beans. Okay, and there we have it. Now, we're gonna take the guacamole. Again, I'm gonna start it in the middle of the bowl because I wanna spread it outwards, and I don't wanna get it on the sides of the bowl because I wanna make the rows all even. So I'm sticking it in the middle and I'm just spreading it. Now look how easy this is. I mean, literally, because I'm showing you, this is gonna take me a little longer, but you could put this whole amazing dip together in less than 10 minutes. So see, and again, I'm just making an even row because what we're going for is layers. Look, so now we already have the refried beans and the guacamole. Now, because so many people like guacamole, I think I'm gonna make this row just a little bit thicker. Again, I'm just putting it in the middle, and I am just taking my spoon and just rubbing it out so that the row is even. Look how easy. Okay. Now, we're going to take the sour cream. Now, when you open up your sour cream, if there's any liquid on the top of it, make sure that you drain it out. You don't want anything wet in this dip. So again, I'm just putting it in the middle. You following me, people, how easy this is? And I'm just going to spread it out. This is one of my favorite things to make for the holidays. One, because it's so freaking easy, and two, because it's so impressive. And I like things that people are going to talk about. You know, in one of my other videos, we made that big, beautiful antipasto. That and this is probably two of the things that are always like really stand out in my presentation of, you know, party foods. And with Christmas coming or Hanukkah or any of the holidays, with Super Bowl coming soon, this is just the perfect accompaniment to anything else that you're serving. Okay. So see, I think I'm going to put a little thicker of the sour cream because we can see the refried beans, we can see the guacamole, and now I just want to put maybe a little thicker. Plus, everybody loves sour cream. I don't know about you, but when I go to a Mexican restaurant, I always ask for double sour cream. I like sour cream on anything. All right. So there we've got the sour cream. Now, we're going to use the salsa. All right. I'm actually going to strain it first in case there's a lot of liquid in here. This looks pretty chunky, but I want to make sure that it's not really wet. So, just letting it drain. And I'm just going to pour it right in. Now look how easy that was. And now we've got another row. Look at that. Again, I'm going to take the spoon. I'm going to take another clean spoon. And I'm just going to make it even. Look how beautiful already. The refried beans, the guacamole, the sour cream, and now the salsa. Now, all we're going to do is put the shredded cheese on top. Look at that. It doesn't get much easier than this, people. Look at that. And then we're going to take again. This is our topping. Remember, I have in here the half of one red, one orange, and one yellow pepper. I've got cherry tomatoes. I've got frozen corn, black olives, parsley, and I have garlic, salt, and pepper. And I am just going to put this on the top to finish this off. And there you have it. How beautiful. So let me get a platter, show you how I'm going to serve this, and we'll go from there. So this is how I would display it for a party. I would put the dip in the middle of a nice platter, and then I would surround it with tortilla chips. So look how beautiful that looks. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I am Edie, and you've been cooking with Guys Girl. If you like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.